And we are live. What's up, everybody? It's your boy Chaos. So welcome to a new episode of Take It to the Table. I am joined by one of the OGs of the show. Actually, we got a new nickname for him right now. Hey, you brought it on yourself, not me.
Hey, right? whoa. As the demo god of the YouTube channel, the OG who brought this thing back, risen it to 283 subscribers off my back, I deserve a good title.
The demo god. I was thinking more just the Dom of Scotland. I think that's the little circle you have. The Dom of Scotland. You have to work yourself up to the
yes,
demo.
please. Shirts, print them everywhere, put it on a sticker, even a patch, even a cooler. I think that could work. We've got something here. This is money-making business right now. The Dom of Scotland. I need to get that put in a title. I need to get that put in the bottom of my graphic for the Soul Sessions, the best rated show on the Wrestling Republic YouTube channel.
Oh wow, we're going that far. All right, cool.
I think so, yeah.
All right, good. Coming from a guy that wears his sunglasses indoors. Anyway, let's
hate the game, man. I mean, you can take that haircut.
Oh, yeah, whatever, man. This is gonna get changed up. Anyway, we're going off topic. Welcome to the Soul. How you doing?
Oh, I'm good, man. I'm good. Got a can of Iron Brew. We're talking about the best wrestling show on every week. It's gonna be a good day.
Fair enough. Yeah, as you probably guessed from the title, we are going to be talking about AEW Dynamite Grand Slam. I think I said it the right way around. The fallout from that, and we're going to be talking about the contract situation with CM Punk, as what's been rumored to be what's happening with him. Yeah, we got some of this little short announcements at the end of the show. So get some popcorn, you know the deal. Make sure you like, subscribe, comment, and all that stuff. Let me know what your thoughts on some of the subjects that we're going to go through in the comments. We will be sure to obviously answer them, as long as they're constructive, of course. Yeah. And yeah, without further ado, let us take it to the table. All right. So, yeah, obviously Ignacio is not here, so he can't give his 2 cents about the show. Hey, he's getting over. He's getting over.
He'll be Zack Ryder. I'll push him off the stage in a wheelchair and he's back where he deserves.
Yeet. But no, so yeah, obviously next time we'll probably he will be here. We'll give his thoughts on it. But yeah, we're gonna be here talking about Dynamite Grand Slam that happened last night. Jam-packed show. Some nice little surprises, but like I said, we're gonna go through the main parts. We ain't gonna go deconstruct bit by bit, but the main parts. And couple title changes. First one being was the show opener, which was Chris Jericho versus Claudio for the ROH World Title. Jericho was looking for his ocho, so to speak, his 8th world title. He's won every title in all promotions except for ROH. And yeah, he came up with a W. By nefarious means, he went against everything that the Ring of Honor title represents, which is obviously honor and respect and all that kind of stuff. He went for everything. He brought out Floyd. He tried to low blow. He numerous times. Just a whole heap of demeaning stuff. But ultimately, due to obviously some little shenanigans with the ref, when the ref back was turned, low blowed Claudio, hit the Judas effect. 1, 2, 3. Chris Jericho. It feels weird, but Chris Jericho is your Ring of Honor World Champion. What are your thoughts on this? Just before we went on air, you said something which I'm not sure if that many people would agree. But
so basically, I mean, this is the smartest business move that can be made for Ring of Honor. Chris Jericho, the GOAT, the greatest of all time, the man of 1,004 holds who beat Stone Cold and The Rock on the same night, being the ROH champions is great. This is going to be great for when I think Ring of Honor are going to announce a TV deal, and it's going to be like AEW at the beginning. Why'd you put on Jericho? Name recognition, great performer. Everybody loves Jericho. And then when Ring of Honor starts up, he'll be great for that brand, starting up being their champion. Best role for him. Or you could do another thing. maybe have him be a transitional champion for another big star to maybe lead the Ring of Honor brand, maybe a certain American Dragon.
Yeah, we'll definitely get into that. That could possibly be the case.
I mean, think about it. Jericho's has got one win against Bryan. Bryan has one win against Jericho in AEW. Can we get the final decider? And maybe have a certain honorable title on the line? Who knows?
Who knows? I'm liking it. To be fair, it was a shock when Jericho won it. I don't think this was done haphazardly. It makes sense in terms of the story, especially that's what's going on with Garcia. Because obviously at the end of the match, you see everyone, the Jericho Appreciation Society was at the ramp, and Daniel Garcia just begrudgingly, he gave him a limp high five. Obviously he did not, he didn't accept the way that Jericho won it. So yeah, that could lead into another arc. It could branch off to both. Again, it can easily become between Danielson, Garcia, and Jericho, with one of them obviously winning the title over if there is that TV deal that's actually happening. That hasn't been confirmed yet, has it?
Nah, nothing's been confirmed. But I believe they're shipping it to Warner to definitely hey, something for you. But who knows?
I don't know. The way things are happening with Warner, I don't know if that's the best move, but we'll see what happens there. But yeah, I'm here for it. It definitely feels weird. It wasn't as weird when I saw Jericho as an AEW champion, but him as Ring of Honor champion, considering the Jericho that I know over the years that I've grown up with, it feels
the rock and roller, the Ayatollah rock and roller. Ooh, the thing about what's kind of funny as well, Jericho, has done something exceptional here. Vince bought WCW, then Jericho won the WCW title. A company was bought out, and then he's won the Ring of Honor title, a company that was bought out by Tony. So he's kind of done it twice.
Yeah. Very true. Say true.
I think as well. He's won WCW, he's won WWF, WWE, New Japan, and Ring of Honor. Jericho's the goat.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. There's another championship he never won. Really, he didn't count ECW. So, yeah. Who knows? I might get revived down the line. Anyway, but yeah, that was a nice little turn change. And then the next match was, I believe it was it the tag team title match?
It was, yeah.
Swerve in Our Glory versus the Acclaimed 2. And spoiler alert, we have new tag team champions. The Acclaimed, long overdue. Definitely, they were so over with the crowd. Good back and forth match. I don't think it was as good as their first one, I must say.
I feel inclined to agree with you.
Yeah, it was
not bad. Don't get me wrong, not bad.
No,
just I feel like the All Out one had that extra kick to it because we hadn't really seen it.
Yeah, and I think it was. People thought it was going to be good, but I don't think they didn't think the first one was going to be that good. You know what I mean? So yeah, so they had a lot to live up to this one. There was a couple missed moves along the way, but yeah, it's do you like this dynamic where almost every match that Swerve in Our Glory are in, there's always some miscommunication? Do you like that dynamic that they're never always on the same page? They always clock each other at some point. Do you realize that? Do you agree?
Yeah, I kind of get it. And I don't hate it because there's multiple ways this could go down. It could just be basically, obviously they like to say like they claim they've always known each other for a long time, but they only just started teaming when they met in AEW. So it's kind of like that new boot sort of feeling. You're getting into the team and all that, or maybe it could lead down to a breakup of the Acclaimed and Max Caster and Bowens could have a blood feud down the line. Who knows? I don't think it's terrible. I think it's fine. I mean, look at Daddy Ass. Billy Gunn got a career revival of being an ass.
Yeah. Oh yeah, and he also intervened at the end. Somehow.
Yeah, hitting the Famouser. You hit the Famouser on Swerve.
Yep. And then it was the mic check afterwards. But yeah, I'm here for it. The Acclaimed. I do feel like, I think we said it before in the previous show that they should have called an audible in the first one and let Acclaim go over. And I think that's why, because they made it the second one, the match wasn't as great, but still enjoyed it. 100% happy with that.
Very happy for the Acclaim. They've well well earned this.
Yeah, 110%, 110%. Next up was the All Atlantic Championship match between Pac and Orange Cassidy. Anytime they these two go in the ring, I freaking love it. I love Orange Cassidy. Sorry, Ignacio, but I do. And it was a decent match. There was some good counters, very good moves in there. Is Pac going heel? Do you think?
I think so. Yeah, definitely. I feel like it's just maybe a best way for his character just to go down this heelish route.
Oh yeah.
What does that mean for Death Triangle? Are the Lucha Bros going to be turning heel as well and going back to maybe Penta Oscuro, and Rey Fenix is going to don a darker attire? Who knows? But I'm here for it. Pac's fucking amazing. Love the guy. Yeah. He's absolutely great. I didn't mind the finish. Apparently, people were not happy apparently about it because the ref could technically see the hammer that he used for hitting Orange. But I mean, I didn't have any problem with it. I liked how he just sit in the ring in the corner and was like, "Nah, mate, it was my elbow."
Yeah. No, it was cool. It was enjoyable, 100% enjoyable. We'll see. I'm here for a heel turn, a heel Death Triangle. I thought they were great when they were heels initially.
I definitely feel like we're gonna see Ethan Page take the All Atlantic off Pac.
Oh, you think so? Why Ethan in particular?
I feel like he really deserves it. He is really an exceptional performer who's been a bit screwed over. Home Men of the Year, I did like that with Sky. I feel like they should have maybe won the tag titles at some point. Also that theme as well, banger. But I just feel like he deserves it. He's a really exceptional performer who's been kind of screwed over, and that's obviously what he's leading with the whole Firm faction he's in.
Yeah, I was going to say
he's going around about trying to be the king of the Atlantic. I like that. It's a fun title. Get that on a shirt. Mark it. But no, I definitely want to see Ethan Page win this title.
Yeah.
He definitely did.
I think, yeah, definitely, especially with the Firm happening, I think it would bring more legitimacy to the Firm, because these are all people that feel like it's a team it's a faction stable, if you will, that's full of people that feel they've been misused and underutilized. So yeah, put some gold on them. Yeah, why not put the All Atlantic Championship? Because even though Pac has it, it's still not. It doesn't feel like it's one of the forefront titles in AEW.
It's still fresh, mind you. It's still a fresh title.
Yeah. True.
As well, we all know about the whole media fallout that technically Death Triangle shouldn't be, the trio champion, and Pac shouldn't technically have two belts right now. Great thing for him to be the first double champion of AEW. But I honestly thought maybe AEW would have pulled something and actually had Cassidy win tonight just so they could diversify the titles and have them not all on one guy. But I mean, I'm happy. Pac's champion. Pac's great. Ethan Page for champion 2023.
Yeah, 100%. So yeah, next up was another title match, and this was for the interim women's title, and this was the Toni Storm versus Athena versus Serena Deeb versus Britt Baker. Poor Britt Baker, man. Like, her nose must be to mush right now. What the hell?
I honestly, I turned away for 1 minute watching the match, and I came back, and Britt was shooting out blood from her nose, and I was like, what the fuck happened here? So I went back. Apparently it was during when Athena had her and Deeb carrying and then dropped them down. I think she landed apparently she landed on Britt's face. And to be fair, the last time Britt had this kind of injury was the St. Patrick's Day match against Thunder Rosa, and she got an awesome looking graphic out of it, the shirt and everything. So hopefully maybe she's like, well, maybe broken, but time to turn that dosh.
Yeah, I mean, she pretty much did something similar to that. The camera was really fixated on her, and at the end of the match, she was wiping the blood on her chest and on Toni Storm and all that kind of stuff.
But she's still incredibly over as well. The whole DMD chant. Yeah, I mean, people are like, sick of Britt Baker. It's apparently not, because their DMD was loud, and I think Britt's great as well.
I feel it's weird. It's like, she's way more over than she was as champion, but I don't know. Is it one of them things where is she one of those people that doesn't need a title? Because I'll be honest, her title run was great.
Hate for this, but I honestly feel like it's kind of like Becky Lynch with the man, still over with the people.
Yeah.
I feel like that's what Britt Baker is for AEW. She is the AEW Becky Lynch.
Yeah, I would say so, definitely.
Speaking of something as well, Athena got a new theme as well. Did you hear it?
To be honest, her themes are just they all sound like noise. They're not memorable, so I didn't really realize, to be fair. I didn't know.
That's what happens when you hit your 50s. You lose the taste.
Oh my goodness.
I mean, we'll get you get you a wee hearing aid, pal. You can actually hear something for once and actually hear proper tunes. I mean, I've heard your music in the car ride from Cardiff. Put me to sleep.
What is your malfunction?
Wow. Okay. All right. Cool. Yeah. That's all right. Do you in it?
But it's a nice song though. Athena's new theme is actually called Athena. I think it's by a band called Plum. Like a new.
How original. Plum. Okay. Cool.
I think so. I may be wrong. But I think that's why I saw it's a band called Plum. I do like the other theme, the because I had the Falls God enchant in it, and it was very whimsical and mystical, and now it's just like a generic rock song. I mean, I'll be biased. I prefer the first version of her theme.
Fair enough. I need to listen to both of them because, like I said, they're not really that memorable. But well, yeah, we'll see what happens there. But the main point of the show of this match was Toni Storm retained through so like it was like a reverse roll up. And as soon as she pinned Britt Baker got pissed, knocked her down. They were all ganging up on her. Jamie Hayter came
out as well.
Yeah. Again, teasing there was going to be a rift. Nope, they're definitely on the same page for now, anyway. And it was just beating down on the whole crew. And then all of a sudden there was this little graphic that came up. It was this music playing, and then what's lo and behold,
Paige here.
You've been waiting all day to use that thing, haven't you?
Of course.
Yes, it's time. The meme, it's coming back, people. This has been dead and buried for too long. I need to bring it back to the people. My God, you find
Paige here.
It was the clue was in the thumbnail. I had to use it. Come on. I mean, like, come on.
I don't blame you.
But yeah, Saraya came out, formerly known as Paige. She is AEW bound. And she came out with an awesome theme music.
I love it. It's Zombified by Falling in Reverse. Apparently, it's her boyfriend's song as well. So that's like a nice synergy between. And actually, it was just really good. I've been listening to it all day. Absolutely.
Yeah. She's very lucky to have good theme music. I even liked the theme music in WWE. It's still pretty good. So yeah, there's no word that she is going to be wrestling or anything like that. But yeah, she came down, cleared out the whole ring, had this awesome attire, this studded pink jacket. I did not expect it. Like,
neither did I. I honestly thought it was going to be a returning person. Like, maybe, like honestly, like in the back of my mind, I don't know why, but I thought maybe this was a returning Layla Hirsch, maybe with a new theme.
Oh, okay, that would have been a whimper. But no disrespect to Layla Hirsch. But
Layla Hirsch is great. I really enjoy her.
Yeah, she's great. She is great. But I mean,
I was like, I was thinking that. But when I saw Saraya's name in the graphic, I was like, had to do a double take. I was like, wait, what?
Yeah,
it's great. I mean, she's like, I mean, I know she's had the whole neck issues and everything leading to retire, but she's like still like under 30, right? She's like still got a long. Hopefully,
way in her prime. She's
hopefully we can see her in the ring and have this resurgence that she well deserves. I want to know what you think, Chaos. Who do you immediately have her feuding with or having a match with?
She's actually back on 30 actually right now. Her and Britt Baker, 100%. I'd love to see her and Britt Baker. I don't want to see her with Thunder Rosa. Nah, not really. I don't think they mesh. But yeah, her and Britt Baker, her and Jamie Hayter for sure, definitely. Even her and Toni Storm would be great.
Definitely. I'd be of all three of those. Do you think maybe Saraya could be the one to beat Jade Streak?
I mean, in terms of momentum, in terms of her name value, she's probably the most dangerous person right now.
You think if Saraya does take the TBS title of Jade, that'll push Jade into the women's championship picture?
I would say so. Yeah, move her to that. Definitely. To be fair, I feel like she's had the TBS title for a bit too long.
How long has it been now? Has it been over a year?
It's been since January.
Oh, God, this year has been long.
Yeah. So and yeah, I feel like she definitely needs to up her game and upgrade it because she's beating everybody. There's not really like this. She's got this thing going on with What's that girl
Diamante?
name? Diamante. No one cares. Like, you know what I mean? So yeah,
Ugh.
definitely. I think Paige will be probably be the best person to take it off her. In terms of believability, I don't know if she's the right person, but in terms of name value, 100%.
Yeah, I mean, I'm definitely. Is she on the AEW roster page on the website? I know I know that page has kind of not really been updated a lot because some of the old graphics are still there. I think Alan Angels is still on the website, but
I'm checking it right
maybe
now.
they've updated it, included Saraya. But I mean, if she's going to be in the ring, I just hope that everything's been cleared for her. I'm
Yeah.
sure AEW wouldn't do something silly and be like, hey, we've not checked you over medically, we've not had you been reviewed, just go in there in the ring and wrestle. Because what they did for Brian, like Brian had a wee issue after the Double or Nothing match, and he was immediately like, Tony was like, nah, pull him off, be safe wise. So I assure AEW will be, hands-on safety-wise, make sure she's absolutely safe, and they'll probably put her with the best performers to make sure that she is safe in the ring. So I have hope.
That's what I'm saying. Like, as much as I like Thunder Rosa and stuff, I think she's a bit too much of she's too wild for Paige. So that's why I don't think they will mesh. But people like Britt Baker and Tony Storm and Serena Deeb, they know what they're doing. They're very safe. So that's why I feel like with them kind of people, I'd rather see her with. I'm looking at the roster right now. No. All I see is Paige Van Zant, and then it's Penelope Ford. So yeah, she's not on the wrestling roster. But yeah, I got a feeling if she does return, I feel like they're gonna really mince this, like really ride it for the longest time, and then it'll be the big return.
Like I could easily see her having like a segment on next week's Dynamite, and maybe just be like have a women's match and she'll be on commentary or something like that, and just building it along. Then someone's gonna come out and challenge her and be like, "Hey, you've been here just coming in and just talking and all that. We want to actually see you do something in the ring." And then she's like, "Hey, Full Gear, I'll challenge you there." And Saraya has her first match at Full Gear. That would be a good way to get pay-per-view buys, people tuning in. I know you could easily do it for Dynamite and just get a good TV rating, but I feel like riding this out, the anticipation will be a good choice as well.
Yeah, CM Punk it. Just ride it up and then don't have her wrestle until to the pay-per-view. I'll be totally fine with that. So okay, so going back to the comments, Anthony Manzano, welcome to the chat, welcome back to the show, Anthony. Chaos and Soul, with TK's track record of selective and horribly booking the women's division, can you really trust him to book Paige correctly after she debuted last night? Because I don't. Wait, hold on. What is he saying? I'm not wishing anything bad to happen to her, but maybe let's look at it from WWE's point of view, why they didn't clear Paige. Well,
I mean, first for that clearing thing, I say look at Brian. Brian wasn't cleared for a good while as GM, and then he came back, and now look at him now. A couple of years later, he's having the run of his life, absolutely doing great. So hopefully it is him for the Paige. As I've said before, I feel like AEW will do all the best to make sure she's okay, probably put her the best performers, and just make sure everything's safer in the ring. Do I have trust that Tony can book this women's division right? As you know, they've just included Madison Rain as well as to help with the women's division. I think, from what I've seen as well, I've just seen Tony appear on some podcasts. It says Swerve's podcast, wrestling as well. And you notice a clear difference in the man. Like, he's less stressed. He's more fluid talking. I think Tony has been absolutely just shell-shocked for maybe the last couple of months, especially from Double or Nothing to Forbidden Door and everything. I feel like he's just been burnt out. And hopefully all this elite stuff, he's maybe had the locker room just give him some time. Jericho, Moxley, and Brian have taken a stand up and done some stuff. Maybe he's just feeling a bit more unwinded now. He's got more help, with everyone, Dean Malenko, Big Show, Mark Henry, all the legends backstage helping out. Hopefully, obviously the women's division, we can agree, hasn't been booked in the best. I would say the best top people from the women's division right now are obviously Britt, Jade, and maybe Statlander before she left. It definitely seems like they've got the two draws. As I said, or as was mentioned on my show with Warrior Wrestling CEO Steve Torretto, he mentioned that how the women's division should really be booked as, you're caring for it. If the booker builds it and, has care for it, then the viewers will care as well. So for the answer of, do I have trust in Tony can book this correctly? I'm hopeful. Hopefully with Saraya coming in, he has something that can really build it and have the big stars really for the women's division that can draw eyes to the product. I mean, I want it to succeed. I want it to succeed.
Oh yeah, 100%. I think someone bringing someone like Paige. Saraya. Sorry, I'll get there. Same as did with Bryan Danielson. The thing with Saraya, I think with that experience and just her aura, people can definitely feed off that, and that could easily bring the best out of people in that division. I think that definitely there's been. I agree with how Tony Khan is. I feel like he's got more help now. I mean, there's a couple months. I think last month that's when he started giving more roles to certain people because he was pretty much the go-to for everything, booking, help, all that kind of stuff. And then when people left, there was a lot of people that was complaining about how they couldn't get to speak to Tony Khan, or they tried to speak to him and nothing really happened. So it feels more relaxed now. He's got more help. He's given more roles to more people.
I would say as well, people should really give Tony some slack. He's not someone who's been growing up within the wrestling business. This is a man who, had the financial fundings, bought a company, bought it, built the stars around it. He's not someone like Vince, who was born into it, had his father who did the WW or the WF, whatever, the 3 Fs, 3 Ws, or whatever it was. It was too long. And give him some slack. AEW is only, 3 years old now? 3, 4-ish?
3 years.
4? I mean, God, it shouldn't technically even still walk yet. It should still be crawling. But I would say give him some slack. For what he's done, just getting into the business is exceptional. I do believe the man is doing some great stuff for the business in general, giving people more places to work for more funds and allowing Dark and Elevation to help, show upcoming guys and girls within the independent scene. He's done great stuff for the business. And I feel like he's got a long way to go to show more exceptional, great stuff for the professional wrestling. The man's great. I really enjoy him.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, and regarding Paige's injury, I mean, there's been plenty of times that WWE's doctors have misdiagnosed certain injuries and whatnot. Bryan Danielson was a perfect example. He said the WWE doctor said absolutely not. He went to like 5-6 different types of doctors, all higher up people, and they said, no, you're fine to go. But WWE was just adamant that he was not going to wrestle. They just didn't want the possible PR headache, so to speak. So it took a lot of convincing, and then, like you said, he's like one of the biggest stars in the industry. Same thing with Edge. So it could be the same situation with Paige. She may have been long ago cleared. Like I've seen her interview with Renee after she left, and she said that she's been 100% for the longest time. Nikki Bella was one of the ones that had a bad neck injury, and she came back. She was fine. She was in the Rumble numerous times. So I think it's just WWE just having cold feet, and they just somehow didn't have any use for her, kind of thing. So I think she's definitely ready to go as long as she has the right people around her, which she does. We just listed out potential people that everything will be safe with her. 100%. I think that she'll be great, and thanks to the work schedule as well. Like they don't do house shows, so she'll be fresh most of the time. You know what I mean? So 100%. I think be good. So very good for the business. I don't see this as a situation where AEW is taking up AEW is taking up WWE's scrap. It is. Why can't she work in AEW? Why can't anyone work in AEW? Just because you're in WWE doesn't mean you can't go anywhere else.
Exactly. At the end of the day, it's people need to work and get paid and supply for their families. It doesn't matter which company you are at the end of the day.
I just never understood that mindset. Anyway, going back to Anthony again, he's ranting in the comments. What is he saying right here?
Give him a Red Bull.
My favorite reaction during that whole scrum was for All Out was when TK and CM Punk went off his rant. It looked like, oh my God, I'm so out of my depth. I'm losing the locker room even more now. Okay, look, we went through this before. If you haven't seen the episode, make sure you check out the one with the emergency broadcast with myself, Soul, and the owner Ben. We went into depths into this, but you look like you wanted to say something else. You want to say something else? No.
Nah. Hey, you said it all for me, pal. You're the main. You're apparently the main star. You're the host.
Oh my God! You this guy here. whatever. Anyway, moving on. And the issue was having a mark at the head of your company. The guy can't book correctly or consistently. I'm not giving the guy slack. I understand he just got into business, but still, fair enough. Okay. What else is he saying? So this is also what happens when you have executives in your company like the Young Bucks and Kenny Omega that don't have experience in a corporate setting as vice president. Now you sound like CM Punk. That's what he kind of sounds like, but fair enough. And finally, this is my prediction. Actually, I see Paige joining up with the Blackpool Combat Club with William Regal, Moxley, and Danielson. Thoughts, Chaos, and Soul. No.
Didn't we say this a while ago as well? Like I was saying, I wanted Jamie Hayter in it, and didn't someone say they wanted Paige? Was it Ignacio? I mean, someone said Paige. I'm pretty sure. I mean, I said Jamie Hayter. I feel like Jamie.
You sure it wasn't Hagman Adam Page? Like, nah, that's weird. Nah, Paige is. No, that's not Paige. I mean, I know she's quite like strong style and stuff, but
yeah.
Nah, I don't think that's what she's going for. I don't think she's going to be joining any clans or any factions soon. I think she's there to take over the division kind of thing and become the
AEW she's definitely champion. Doing that with the, obviously she's a face because she was with Athena and Tony Storm, and she was doing the this is my house now sort of thing. So I feel like she's definitely there for gold, TBS gold maybe.
Yeah, definitely. That was one of the biggest parts, probably if not the biggest pop of the night. I'm sorry, I gotta play this game. Sorry.
What the hell are you?
Paige here.
I'm gonna take control away for you if you keep killing that goddamn shit, man. God, Jesus, let it go.
Fine, whatever. Well,
Paige here.
Sorry, I was good. Yeah, I'm done. All right, cool. Moving straight on. So what else happened? What was after that show? That segment. It was so I'm just gonna get my notes.
Was it not MJF and Wheeler Yuta having a wee little talking thing, or do you mean?
Oh, I love that segment. That was cool, man. I love MJF being MJF as always. Just promo gold. Is just cussing out Tony. He's just like says calling him a fat prick and all this kind of stuff. Just loved it. And then it looked like Wheeler Yuta was gonna go shooting for MJF's fiance, but he chose not to. Say again?
He should have done it.
He should have. Yeah, he should have. Because MJF could handle it. But yeah, all in all, Tony got. Did he get pushed? Did he get punched or pushed out of the way?
Either way, the man was assaulted. It was an absolute crime. An actual treasure of AEW was hurt, and the fans were absolutely livid. It reminds me of watching that clip where Ray Phoenix, I think it was in a different promotion, where Ray Phoenix super kicks Audrey Edwards, and the whole crowd are like, "How could you?"
Yes, that was another promotion. I can't remember what, but yeah, that was beautiful. That was crazy. Not that I could, moving on. That was a good shock anyway. But yeah, definitely. Tony got assaulted as you said. Really got put down. This whole thing with the chip, he's still obviously teasing it. He doesn't care who wins. They're just holding it for him. Yeah, loved it. It was cool. Typical MJF promo. Got a huge pop as well, obviously. Then obviously finalized. The final match was, of course, the for the AEW World Championship, Jon Moxley versus Bryan Danielson. And MJF was in the rafters with his chip. Do you think it looks weird, him just sitting there with this big ass chip? It's kind of
I honestly thought he should have used it as like a wee little board, maybe cut some cheese on it, cutting some condiments. I don't think that would be a stylish thing, because I feel like that's something MJF would do.
Yeah. So there's something. Yeah, it's just weird. Like, I mean, I guess they kind of put themselves in a hard, like in a awkward place, because you can't use a briefcase with a contract inside it because that's already been taken. You can't use that. Remember they had the gold hemorrhoid ring or the Sonic ring? That was stupid. And you can't, this chip, I don't know, it just looks weird. I'm just like, why can't you just have like a contract and a clipboard or something? I don't know, it's weird.
Or a clipboard, maybe like a message in a bottle or something. Like he breaks the bottle. There's my contract, it's in the bottle.
In case of emergencies. Yeah, exactly.
There's a segment backstage where he's just like, get the hammer, breaks the glass. Tony, I'm ready.
It is time. But no, the match was hard hitting as you would expect. It was good back and forth.
I love that spot when they were on their heads and just slapping each other upside down. That was fucking hilarious.
Yes. That was good. That was good. But yeah, the most important part was the ending, and Jon Moxley has won the AEW championship. He is for the third time, the only three-time champion. Defeated Danielson with a bulldog. Well, it was like a sleeper, pretty much. It wasn't a bulldog choke.
It was like a reenact choke, maybe, sort of thing. Just
Danielson didn't tap. He just passed out. And yeah, he won it pretty much. At first, I was just like, when are you gonna put the fucking title on Danielson? Now, what is going on here? In the long term, I can kind of see why they would give Moxley such a stat, because he was pretty much the first big signing in AEW, wasn't he? Yeah, he was the first.
Yeah, besides Jericho.
Besides Jericho, so someone that's an OG, you need to put some stats behind him. Mm-hmm. Three-time champion, that's fair enough. But yeah,
I feel like it's a reward as well for coming off his vacation because of all this shit.
That's another thing, and I feel like because of that, that's why they didn't bother to give it to Danielson, which makes me think that MJF is going to become champion very soon.
Full gear. I'm saying it, full gear.
Yeah.
That's our full gear main event. MJF versus Jon Moxley for the world championship.
You think so? Before full gear? Okay.
Yeah, I'm definitely thinking full gear. Definitely. This is main event here. I mean it goes back to their feud during the pandemic when MJF was doing the whole MJF 2020 thing. You know, the whole gimmick where you had like the presidential thing, had Smart Mark Sterling, Wardlow. I feel like that's going to link back to that. It's like they've already got a feud, already, had chemistry in the ring. I think that's what we're going for here with full gear.
I don't know. That's a serious overtime for Jon Moxley, though.
Give him a good time off. Like, give him maybe like until the end of the year or Christmas. Or like, definitely give him that whole break off. I feel like the man deserved it.
I think should have like 3-4 months off, something like that. Yeah, definitely. But maybe that's why they gave it to him. But I feel like because when Daniel wins it, he should have it for a long time. They didn't want to just give it. So that's why I'm okay. Fair enough. Clearly, he's not going to have it for too long. Understandable. But yeah, I guess Jon Moxley versus MJF. That will sell pay-per-view. So maybe they might keep him till then. And where is it? It's in New Jersey, isn't it?
Yeah.
There you go. Done. Yeah. Okay. Cool.
See,
say no more. Makes sense.
Just look at the location. Sometimes it tells you half the story.
Yeah. yeah, definitely. Okay, fair enough. But yeah, other than that, great show, great episode, solid matches, huge debuts. Loved it. Happy for Saraya. Can't wait to see what they do with her. As long as they don't put her in a general manager role, that's all that matters. It's fine. So next up, we're going to be talking about the current rumor that's happening regarding CM Punk. In case you may not have heard the wrestling world coming to a meltdown, CM Punk is currently obviously suspended right now, and also injured due to his certain words that he's been saying about certain EVPs and Hangman Adam Page. So yeah, for his actions, and then he decided to go flipping Def Jam Vendetta on everyone and started throwing chairs, and his man Ace Steel bit Omega's arm, and dogs were harmed. I don't know why I'm laughing at that, but yeah, all kinds of madness. You all know the story. So right now, like I said, he's not only injured, he's also suspended. And now Wade Keller from is it Wrestling Inc. or Wrestling Torch?
Something like that, yeah.
Anyway, Wade Keller. Big shout out to Wade Keller with this insight. So he came on this podcast, and he basically said that this is his quote: "I am not expecting CM Punk to wrestle in AEW again. I'm not saying anything. I'm not saying it's 100% sure thing, but everything is pointing to the direction of some sort of buyout of his contract. We will learn more eventually about that situation." Now, when I first heard that, this was my initial reaction.
Fuck!
So, but yeah, I wanted to
He
get
has to
your
play the whole thing. Play the whole thing. Just let it keep going.
okay.
Because
This
that's
was
how I feel right now. Keep playing it.
Fuck! 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 Fuck!
yeah. That's pretty much, and it's still
The,
going in my
the
head right now.
best way I think to describe this is with the words by the man himself, and that is, "I am so disappointed in you." I am so disappointed in Punk. I mean, you were given a prime opportunity to come back for a company, elevate it, be their draw, be their main guy, merch sales out the ass, being featured on the cover of the game, and all you have to do is just do your job, be humble, and that's it. But no, you still hold on to grudges from years ago. And I know you were hurt at the match afterwards, and I think like you just felt like going whole scorched earth in the whole thing and just blowing everything up. I mean, Punk's one of my favorite wrestlers. No keyword there was. I don't consider Punk in my top 10 anymore.
Wow. The most
I mean,
shown.
this is coming from the guy who's got 2 CM Punk sign plaques on his
Yes.
wall, the Sign Revolution poster, the whole jersey, the shirts, the figures, and everything. I truly loved Punk. But you got to sometimes just take a step back and be like, when's enough is enough? No. It really does suck, this whole thing. And if Punk's contract's going to be bought out, it's not like I'm going to stop watching AEW. I watched it before Punk came in, and I'm definitely going to continue if he leaves. But, I mean, what kind of legacy has he got now? A man who was chanted for 7 years, comes back for about a year, and then blows it all up in his face.
Yeah, 110%. And it's even more, it even aggravates you more of so many missed opportunities, or that we could have had, so many rivalries that we could have seen, him
We could have
against
seen
Kenny
Punk versus
Omega.
Bryan again. We could have seen more of Punk and Mock. We could have seen Punk and Omega. We could have seen Punk and FTR versus the Elite. Punk and FTR versus the Blackpool Combat Club. We could have seen Punk and Claudio. We could have seen Punk actually have a good proper reign with the championship, the TNT championship, help elevate the tag titles, trios titles. He could have done so much.
Yeah.
Now I'm pretty much just waiting for the self-destruction of CM Punk DVD by AEW now.
And the only way we can relive those matches is an AEW Fight Forever.
That makes me question that. Is he going to be removed from the cover? Is he going to be removed from the game? He's got more figures coming out. He's got a Luminary figure coming out. He's got, the Supreme one, the ones like Cody and Britt got.
Oh, yeah.
The high cosmetics. He's got 2 of those figures coming out. He's got probably cards from the Upper Deck stuff probably in production right now. There's so much for him. What do you do? I mean, do you even attempt to bring him back? Because apparently the locker room morale's, still high now after all this. And something notable as well, Punk wasn't mentioned in the Ring of Honor match when they run down the champion, Samoa Joe Bryan. They never mentioned Punk.
No.
He's been
Thanos. He's been Thanos.
Pretty much. I mean, AEW Twitter account's been retweeting stuff by the Bucks and Omega. He's been featuring the AEW Games thing, and Punk's just been silenced. It makes you really think, is this it? Man comes back, selling out an arena on a rumor just to go out with a whimper.
I like that. That's bars. I like that. Yeah.
I'm so disappointed by this, honestly. I mean, when we do an end of year, I know we're going to do an end of year show. We're probably going to run our top 5 wrestlers. My list is going to be really changing now.
That's saying something. I'm really shocked that you said that. Like, he's not even top 10. But yeah, no, it's understandable. I mean, he literally it was uncalled for, and no one can agree with what he did. Whatever it was, he shouldn't have brought it to the forefront. And yeah, it's just put a huge stain on his legacy, and it kind of also kind of proves WWE right, saying see, this is why we didn't want to re-sign him. You know what I mean?
It makes Ryback look right.
Yeah, makes Ryback look right. Yeah, I forgot about that guy.
I bet Ryback sitting there eating his Cheetos and Doritos and big burgers, and it's just like, sure, I told you. Fucking told you. it just sucks.
Yeah. I mean, it could have been anyone else, maybe like a mid card or whatever, but it had to be the biggest name, the biggest draw, the biggest person in AEW. And then, yeah,
This is probably more disappointing than the Fiend's run in WWE with the whole Goldberg.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. 110%.
Just the fact the potential there has been absolutely goddamn liquidated.
Yeah. It's sad. It really is sad.
I mean, I'm gonna pour one out for the fucking memories, but I mean, hey.
All I can say is, thank you for the memories. It was a solid, no, not even solid. It is regardless of what happened, it was still a memorable 1 year run.
I mean, who knows? Maybe we'll get like an AEW version of the Aces and 8 funeral. They'll just shit on him for 30 minutes.
Oh my god. Aces and 8s. Oh my god. Did you actually used to watch that? Watch them?
No, I just started watching it just now.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah, it is what it is. I mean, who knows? I mean, like, because right now it could go either two ways. They could either wait until his injury heals up, then see where they stand, and maybe it could be water under the bridge. He might come back, or they be just like, yeah, this guy's too much shit. Too much shit. Yeah, to and I'd rather lose one person than Young Bucks and Omega all at once. So. Yeah, we'll just see what happens. But let me just throw it out there just in case, because the wrestling world is a world of what ifs. If he does, could you actually imagine him going to the new regime of WWE? Could you imagine him going there after all this?
No, because I'm pretty sure Triple H would rather break his spine in half than have him come back for his company. I mean, would you hire him after this whole media scrum? Would you honestly think, yeah, that's why I want to bring into my company?
I mean, but the thing is, Triple H has brought back people that has forever lambasted the company. Ultimate Warrior. WWE even put a self-destruction DVD about that guy. There was a lot of bad blood. Triple H brought him back. Bruno Sammartino. There was decades of bad blood with him. Hulk Hogan. Even after that racist stuff, he got blacklisted from the Hall of Fame. Triple H is the one that brought him back. As long as it makes money, it's business, I think it's possible. I think there's more chance of them squashing the beef with Triple H than it would be with Vince. Vince is the hard ass. He's the jarring one. He's the one that will say never, never, ever again.
Yeah, you say that. Do you think Punk would? Punk's always said that he doesn't like WWE. He hates it.
He doesn't. But I mean, I'm sure he can't really complain about the quality of the product now. It's way more enjoyable than it's ever been for the longest of time. It's more logical. And yeah, a lot of people are going back there. So it must be. I'm just gonna shut it down right now. Punk probably will never want to return, and I don't think WWE will not want to hire him. I mean, think about it. I mean, even still, like when Brett and all that were gone, they were still producing like DVDs and stuff like that, featured in games and stuff like that. But I mean, Punk, nothing. I mean, the only thing that's really been mentioned of by Punk is Stephanie having the jab and being featured in the Raw 25 intro. What else has been featured of the man? He's not even featured in like the title reign histories as well. They don't mention it. Don't mention his 434 days with the spinner title. They don't. They they don't. But you do. It does show up a lot on the YouTube channel. Like they still play the John Cena versus CM Punk match, Money in the Bank. They're always replaying that or re-uploading it. So it can't be too bad. But yeah, I don't know. That could be maybe just.
They probably do that because they own the footage and they know he can't really sue it.
Yeah, of course. Yeah, obviously, yeah. But I don't know. We'll see. I never thought I'd see Cody Rhodes back in WWE, and here we are. You know what I mean? So we never know. But yeah. Other than that, we've pretty much come to the end of the show. So do you have any announcements or anything to get off your chest?
I have stuff for the Dawn of Scotland's going to bring the hard hitting episodes coming out that will draw the most views.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got two guests. First one is
donut. You're
sorry.
I need to take control away from you. Actually, put good memes on the show.
Wow! All right, cool.
Not this old Facebook goddamn crap here you find on your timeline. No. Proper stuff from Reddit and 4chan. The stuff people really
Oh
like.
my God. Don't ever say those names again. Reddit 4chan. Man, get out of here. Carry on, go on.
So I got two guests. First guest is a deathmatch wrestler known as Mickey Knuckles. She recently featured on the PWI 500. Talked about sort of fun weapons that people have brought for her death matches of a phallic nature that are used.
Oh my God. Sounds like Saints Row. We'll go on.
when before Saints Row was rebooted into a crap.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And the second guest is actually someone from a brand of a title you hold to right behind you.
Which one?
The one you brought to Cardiff and dropped on the floor like an idiot.
Don't remind me.
So yeah, ladies and gentlemen, former NXT UK wrestler, the Welsh Warthog, one half of the Hunt, Wild Boar, will be appearing on the Soul Sessions.
Ooh, okay. I don't really have anything for that, but yeah, that's it. Nice.
We'll be talking about him growing up in Wales and everything. Talk about his early days, debuting in WWE as well for NXT UK at the Royal Albert Hall. Talked about NXT UK's environment before, during, and after the pandemic. His injuries as well. His first dog collar match in WWE in over like 20 years they had with so, and then his release as well. But hey, it's going to be a great one. Honestly, check it out, guys, when it comes out.
Yes, I'm definitely tuning in for that. And the Mickey Knuckles one, I want to hear about that experience. That must be hilarious. So yeah, you know what to do. Make sure you like, subscribe, and comment on all of the videos. Usually be updated on all the uploads that come up. Make sure you follow us at Rip Wrestling Republic on Instagram and official_TITTT for all the latest updates. And as well at the Soul Sessions official. Is that
Hey, he said it right. Hey.
Oh, do one about I just scared, I just blurted out. Anyway, so yeah, be sure to check that out. Next episodes of WWE 2K will be coming out very soon. The next episode will be with Rides. Last episode was against Soul. I even threw out the little title challenge to him, and
I was tired, for God's sake. The man weathered me down, encumbered me with over 200 items when I only could carry 100. I was done and dusted, right? I was unfairly done, and the man knew how to beat me with a fucking train ride. My ride getting the car to get cancelled. I had to nearly make the train. I nearly missed the goddamn show. And this man knew it. I bet he played it in. He caused those goddamn train strikes. Again with his wanking glove there. God's sake, man.
Hello? Is this Paddington? Yeah, don't cancel that guy's train. His name is Soul. He's that big wanker with the jacket. Yep, cool, got it. That's how the conversation went. And yes, it's all good.
When I meet you for another goddamn show, maybe it be anything from WWE or AEW, you better watch out, son. I am drinking you under the table. I will make a goddamn Wrestling Republic drinking championship belt out of scrap of the goddamn landfill so I can drink you under and hold that belt as I sway over your goddamn lifeless corpse.
I have no doubt that you will. I don't even drink, so it's fine. I will be out from the first drink, so that's fine. You could take that, whatever. That's fine, as long as it's not. Just know that it's not going to be against on me in 2K. Let's be honest. That's all. It's fine. It's all good. It's all love. You know I love you, Soul. You know I love you. Anyway, with enough rambling, this has been Taken to the Table live. I have been. I always call myself Soul. No, I'm not Soul.
I know everyone wants to be me. Everyone wants to be the draw. Everyone wants to be the main star of the YouTube channel. Hey, I get it. I
have been your host, Chaos. This wank stain has been Soul. Until next time, guys. Peace. I'm hungry.